Welcome to Community Update 4. Now, this is a bit lacking. I think some people will be disappointed. I'm disappointed as well because I was expecting more out of the update. The update just adds a new area which has an expansion of WarTales, which has a new champion for you to fight, but not much of an expansion of the map, is it? Considering... So this is the map currently. And they added this thing over here, which is not that big, is it? They also improved drop in and drop out multiplayer. Basically, you can play a multiplayer session single player, and you can also play a single player session in co-op because someone can just join. This is great. And they also balanced a lot of other things here and there, but mostly they have improved some classes that were underperforming by quite a lot. So what did they balance? Well, opportunity attack was reduced from 100% to 75% of the strongest attributes. I don't know, it's a little better, it's a little worse, depends on how you view things. I guess it's a bigger nerf. Fever can stack up to 10 times, Rage can stack up to 10 times. I don't remember the exact number of stacks, but 10 is enough, believe me. I guess some people were stacking Rage and Fever beyond 10 times, which was creating kind of an imbalanced game. I think I have a few ways to do that on my characters as well. I don't remember all of the details because it's hard to play the game and remember all of this stuff. So we gain range to Rage. Now we can step up to 10 times only. Oh, okay, so yeah, I could stack up a lot of Rage just because of stuff like this, but now it's up to 10 only, which is a bit of a problem. So Rage and Fever, 10 stacks max. Rivalry has less damage reduction, 30% damage reduction instead of 50. It also increases damage by 30%, which I guess is better. Also, more importantly, the supporting skill was increased to have 20% more damage, and the flanking around the damage was increased from 10 to 20%. So, okay, so what does this mean? I mean, damage reduction was increased. Okay, so basically, when you put all of your characters near each other, let me show you. When you put your characters next to each other like this, they'll gain, let's say, supported. That means they'll take 20% less damage from attacks. And if you're flanking an enemy from behind or from the sides while he's engaged with another enemy, you'll do 20% more damage, which is great because we really needed this change, but it also applies to the player. What do they change to the swordsman? Well, Slice has more damage, Cleave has more damage, but again, very, very small percentages, 5 to 10% more damage. Defensive stance was reworked for everyone, so now whenever you receive damage from a skill, you gain 1 valor point. Which means this one is a little better than this one, because this one only activates when you engage in combat. And every time you gain damage from a skill, remember it's a skill, not an attack. So basically the characters will have 1 skill and maybe 2 or 3 attacks, depends on how the end game is, what you're fighting and so on. So I guess I could really change it to have this one, I don't care enough to change them. Encouragement was increased in AoE, counter-attack. The first time this unit engages during the turn also gains Fury. Hand-to-hand combat now applies weakening to champions. Okay, that's not so bad. Brute. Defensive stance rewards, like I said. Thunderous blow damage was a little bit increased and now engages the target. I guess this is the destroyer, so the brute probably does. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. The rivalry, as you can see, was improved. No other unit next to them or their opponent, which is a little easier to apply. So I guess it's better, but I would still not pick it because the other ones are just so much better. Like ignoring all of the enemy's guard. And if this unit has more armor, it's still not very clear how this works because more armor as a percentage or as a number. If this guy has 900 armor and the other guy has 800, does it apply? Probably. Or does it apply if he has a higher percentage of armor in total? I don't know. It still is confused. It still is confusing how all of these things work. Head bash. Deals increased damage when improved. Well, 32 health damage to the closest target. I guess it will deal, what, 50, 60? Still not worth using because Well, I guess it can kill some units outright, but if you're going to play on this difficulty with, adaptive, nope, not going to work, so not really worth it. The warrior, same thing with the defensive stance, ovation. Anyway, just small improvements all over the place for the warrior. The spearman, specialized skill rallying cry. Fury is now applied to the unit using the skill, and the area of the effect has been increased from 6 to 12 meters. I guess it's okay if they also apply the Fury to the unit that is applying the effect. Great, condemned. Increase the damage the affected unit takes by 30% when the affected unit dies. All allies gain galvanization. Okay, that's massive. The ranger. The poison vial and the poison weapon is improved. Deadly contract reworked. Applies fragility to the nearest enemy at the start of the fight. Explosive gas. It leaves a zone of poison afterwards. That's kind of annoying. I don't think people will be using the ranger that much if that leaves a poison gas on the field, because you will have poison gas all the time. Wait, what is the ranger? Don't care. Archer, aim shot, taming arrow. Yeah, they improved all of the other things. The pugilist base skill, yeah, they reduce the damage from the double punch from 35 to 30%. So basically they reduce the damage of the pugilist and they rework some of the other mechanics. Not much to say about that, and the rest is just various fixes here and there. So overall, yeah, it's a bit annoying because some people will not notice anything different, but some people will notice a huge difference sometimes. I guess they wanted to make some classes a little better, and they did manage to do it, because some of the classes I said I have never used them with their skills. So yeah. But the problem with this game is that the developers need to keep into consideration that a lot of people just play the same classes with the same stuff always because that's how they want to play it. They probably gave the player too much freedom in choosing what party composition they can have, since difficulty will never be a problem in this game. And probably most people prefer region locked, I would say. I don't know, I guess it depends. Still playing on the original save file that was after the game was released. So this is the new location, the Heretic Farm. I don't remember this being over here, or at least not like this. Is this a new location? Yeah, I don't know, let's see. Heretic Farm, well... Guess we'll find something under the ground. Probably a trapdoor with the champion in there. Not much of a reward was there. Oh man, I cannot imagine. To reach this point of the game again, I would have to play at least 150 hours of the game. That would be horrifying. I don't think I can take much more of the game. I mean, I like the game as it is, but... just too much. Too many quests that I've done at least 5 times. I think I finished the game at least 5 times until this point. So this small improvement of the Arthas area and also the small rebalance doesn't really mean much for me or for the general scope of the game. I mean, I was expecting, to be honest, if they wanted to add something new to the game, I was expecting that they would add a new island with 3 or 4 quest locations. I mean, it doesn't matter what the reward for the quest is, just more locations with more fights, with more interesting things to see. An ornate key. Now I have to think where I can get an ornate key. Good question, right? So, overwhelming evidence. It's like it's a quest, but if this was a chest, we should have probably found the key nearby. Now what? I guess we'll try to explore the rest of the area. As you can see, I haven't played in a long while, so things are still a bit hazy for me. Just a huge beach area. Okay, what am I not understanding? Was that not the location? A secret passage. So, new place of interest, a secret passage, and a champion has added to the area, to the new area. But how do you find the secret passage? Oh, so that was the place of interest and you have to find the secret passage. Rats. Well, that's annoying. Wow, why is the overflowing motivation so expensive? Wait, that's the boss? Are you joking me? I thought it's going to be... I mean, that's the champion. I thought it's going to be something serious, like a proper champ. The big boar. The biggest boar you have seen, and it's... Oh, it has the anime scars on the eye, on the snout. Plus it has two sets of tusks. A lot of arrows. Erimantos. A monster. I guess this is an interesting option to have. I mean, not all of the bosses have to be humans. But I guess if it's a pig, it's just a fight. It's not going to give you anything new like equipment. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it will be more interesting. Okay, so let's see what it does. It has a ruthless charge which does a ton of damage and it gains stampede. Ferocious tusks. A lot of damage, plus retaliation and stampede again. I don't think it will manage to do anything. Are we not dealing damage? No, not really. Huh? What am I missing? Is this enemy bugged? Oh, it's one of those cheesy boss fights, okay. I guess it will not take any direct damage now because it's too strong and it only will take damage from effects. Okay, let's start. So, yeah, sometimes you might think the game is bugged, but nope, that's just how the game works. Believe it or not. And then he walks over the far to get the rage. Yeah, I can see why they reduced the max amount of rage he could get. Already has 6 stacks of rage and a stack of brutality. I'm not sure if this was worth it. I mean, why bother nerfing a single player game as many people would say? I say I hate cheesy boss fights like this one. I think I did say it. I guess. It also seems to have removed all of its effects. Oh, come on, developers, why do you keep adding stuff like this? What even is the point of this? War Rage. At the end of the run, removes all application of bleed, poison, and burning. It's bugged, it's seriously bugged. It doesn't seem to reduce the damage by 20% per application. It seems to reduce all damage dealt after the second attack. So only the first attack per round will deal damage. I don't know how that's calculated. It's speechless. Yeah, this is why I keep saying that the game needs to decide. Does it want adaptive or does it want regional experience? Because this is why they cannot balance a game with so many things in it. I mean, what can they do in a situation like this? Apparently that it did damage. What's the logic? Does it need the logic? It just needs to be in the game, right? But it's still burning, so I don't think we need to apply burning again. The first time I see an enemy not taking any damage from attacks. That was extremely hard. Some people find that almost impossible, depending on what part of the game they are or what. 12 gold coins, thank you. Juggler color. That work for some of these things is quite nice. Oh yeah, and I can actually continue my let's play because we'll have we can do the half of the crime thingy. Okay, so what does the color do? I mean, if you don't have animals in your party, that's pretty useless. The first basic action is in fight, but this unit is performed a second time. Well, I guess an animal will be able to attack 2 times. The first base action, or no, I guess it will attack 2 times with its basic attack or something like that. The juggler's color. Okay, so I guess that's the boss fight. The secret passage. I don't know. Is there a secret passage? A place of interest, a secret passage and a champion has been added. Secret passage. So, what does a secret passage look like, if I might ask? Well, nothing like this, I guess. Okay, let's go back up. I seem to have improved these things as well, because now it has a thing on both ends, not just on one end. Wait, how do we get on the other side now that I guess you have to go all the way to the south and then maybe... Yeah, sure, why not? Let's check the area out. Boar. That gives you an animal color. Yeah, again, they're just insisting on mechanics that never made sense in the game to begin with. They're just forcing the people to play on region locked instead of adaptive. Well, we have the key, now we have to go back. I guess we can try and find the secret passage, sure. Smugglers. Wait, so... Wow. Hmm. So we already did that area, so I don't understand. You're supposed to... This is part of the DLC, or what is part of the DLC? Well, I don't know. I guess if I don't find the secret lair, someone has to tell me, or the secret entrance, someone has to tell me, because... I don't know, I'm trying my best over here, but I'm not getting any clues on where it might be. Plus, it's getting kind of annoying feeding them, because I have to buy the raw ingredients. That should be enough. Oh, please don't get ambushed. I'm still making money with our little tavern. Yeah, I guess I have to play the tavern game as well. You can basically play the game for 1000 hours if you like. You still have a lot of things to do, but it's not interesting things in my... It there? Okay, this area over here suspiciously looks like a secret entrance. See something in the grass. Or... Yep, nothing here. Well, I guess if we open the chest and give the boar some rum, they'll enjoy it, right? Okay, that was disgusting. So I guess they burned this whole place down because it was housing infected brains and plague research related stuff. Wait, are the brains important? I forgot about that as well. Probably not, I would say. Yeah, that's... I would say this is the end of the new things that were added in Arthas. Because I remember this path didn't lead to anywhere, but I don't remember if this was tied to the DLC or not. Okay, let's take another look at it, maybe we'll figure it out. I forgot what was in the Dark Mist Tower. Probably nothing. Okay, let's give it another look around and then I'll end the video. Okay, I don't know. I really hope the developers at some point just unite the adaptive versus region locked and they balance the whole game the proper way. This is just attempting to balance the game. That fight was horrible. Didn't understand half of the things it was supposed to happen. Nothing here. I don't see any secret passages. That will lead us to the Balerion stuff DLC. Maybe that was the secret passage. Maybe that was the whole secret. Probably. Anyway, I hope people enjoy the game, and I hope the developers release more balanced patches and finally a way to unify the difficulty. Bye bye.